Hey everybody, it's Glenn back in this video with Blind Bag Bonanza featuring Series 2 of Marvel 500. Now you may remember me featuring the first series of these and not being too impressed to say the least. In fact, they look like they'd been painted by blind children. Yeah, if anything, I'm a forgiving man, so hey, why not give them a second chance? In fact, here, I've also picked up 2 from the third series, so let's give them a second and third chance, I guess. The packaging there says there are 24 to collect in each of these series, so still a way to go if Hasbro plan on hitting 500 characters, which I assume is their end goal. So on the packaging of Series 2 there we have Miles Morales Spider-Man, Falcon and Iron Patriot, and then on the third series there's regular Spider-Man, Winter Soldier and Ant-Man. And I guess let's do this in orderly fashion by ridding ourselves of the third series and starting with Series 2. And I don't want to wake Mr. Snippety Snip from sleeping off a heavy night of drinking, so I'm going to take advantage of the pull tab here to open these. And is there a leaflet inside? That's all illegal, blah blah blah. Showing the other varieties available. Yep, there is. So there we have Marvel's War Machine, Blackwing. Oh, that's a choice that's a bit off the beaten path, but I guess to get to 500 they're going to have to dig deep. Marvel's Wasp, Marvel's Odin, Loki, Punisher, Red Skull, Iron Man Mark 1, Marvel's Hawkeye, Marvel's, oh stop it with the Marvel's business, Electro, Black Widow and World War Hulk. I think all of those I'd quite like to get Odin. But which one is it? It's the Punisher. And he's very black. Well, at least they bothered to paint the skull on his chest there. Red in kind of Thunderbolt style, not the traditional white. But yeah, it's coming back to me now. I remember the problem isn't that they're badly painted. The problem is they're very minimally painted. Let's sit him to one side and open this second one. Who's going to come bursting out of here? It's Nick Fury, who's kind of oddly chocolate brown, which S.H.I.E.L.D. uniforms are usually blue. I guess maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. have merged with UPS, I don't know. Let's move on to the third series to see who's going to be joining these two. Hopefully a character that represents a bit of splash of colour to brighten up the black and brown of those two. I guess let me pull out the card first to see just who is in this series. There we have Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Iron Man Mark 1 again. This time it looks like that's a silver variant and not gold. And then there's Rhino, Winter Soldier, Red Skull, Sandman, A-Bomb, Spot. Wow, that's a curious one. I hope I get him. Red World War Hulk, which I think is a fiction of this series and not from the comics. There's Ghost, and then Ironmonger. I actually think that's a more interesting selection there. Spot, Ghost, She-Hulk, Sandman, Rhino, I wouldn't mind any of those. But let's see just which one I've got. And it's Rhino, who is shockingly purple. Well, I did say I wanted a splash of colour, just on a character who is typically colourful. Of course, Rhino should usually be in grey. Let's stand him there and see finally who's going to be making up this quartet. It's... ooh, Ghost. Ooh, that's quite nice. Translucent. Let's sit him down so we can get a better look at all of these. Well, stay on your feet, Nick. While Spider-Man and Winter Soldier are on the packaging and included in this series, Ant-Man isn't, which is a bit misleading. So there's Punisher, who at the very least is warming me up for Daredevil Season 2, where the Punisher will be appearing. Then poor Rhino, who gets his ass kicked enough by Spider-Man without the added insult of now wearing a purple bodysuit. There's Nick Fury and Ghost. So as I framed it in the beginning, this is me giving Marvel 500 a second and third chance. Have they blown it? Pretty much, although I think Ghost here is the saving grace. I love an offbeat character selection. The translucent plastic works for his power set, where he's able to phase and become invisible and whatnot. Anyway, click this video for the previous episode of Blind Bag Bonanza, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.